Today I am in Basford, Nottinghamshire. The job is to remove and tile over a chimney. Join me and I'll show you how I do it. This chimney is coming down. I'm going to take it below roof level, then we are going to tile over it. As with most of my jobs, I'm opting to access the chimney using my trusty spider cherry picker. So first things first, getting the machine set up. Now this chimney is located at the rear of the property, but thankfully the customer had really good access into the back garden. That makes a big difference on a job like this. So we track the machine through, get it positioned on the back patio and set it up ready to gain access to the chimney. To help get all the masonry down from the chimney safely, I'm using a canvas chute system that I picked up. I've actually tried using this before on a previous chimney removal, but that didn't quite go to plan, mainly down to the weather and the fact I was working on my own. This time though, conditions are on my side, it's a calm day, no wind, and I've got Tomek with me giving me a hand, which makes a big difference. The plan is pretty straightforward. I've attached one end of the chute to the basket of the cherry picker and run the other end down into a large plastic tub on the ground. Then, as I start taking the chimney down, I can drop the bricks straight into the chute, sending them safely down into the container below. Tomek will then be emptying the tub as we go, keeping everything moving and helping the job flow a bit quicker. Well, that's the plan anyway. Let's get up there and see if it works. Right, my initial thoughts of this setup is that it's good, that it's a perfect length for the chute. I do have to be very careful because I've got a corrugated plastic roof below me, so I need to be careful when knocking this chimney down that nothing goes astray and ends up falling down the roof. It's always a concern. But yeah, let's just crack on. Let's get this off, get the flaunch off first and start dropping the bricks down the chute. You ready? Is it hitting that gutters? Yeah, he's hitting the gutter, but...
So you're gonna have to move a little bit, I think, otherwise...
Which way?
Well, when you're throwing stuff, just move back in, so we're missing that gutter. I don't think I can pull it that much from here to...
Yeah. The flauncing has been removed, and that's the hard part because the flauncing potentially is like dodgy. Now I can just methodically tap these bricks off one by one, send it down the chute, and this chimney should come down nicely now. Well, that's the plan. Now it wasn't all perfect. The larger bits like the chimney pots and some of the heavier flauncing didn't want to go down the chute very easily. So for those I had to come back down and handle them manually. I also needed to grab a different tool to deal with the old TV Ariel, so there was a bit of up and down involved initially. Up to this point though, the chute was working really well, but we did run into a little issue. Because of the pitch of the roof, the chute doesn't quite clear the tiles and gutters properly near the eaves. So when the bricks are coming down, they're actually catching and sliding across the roof. As a result, I've ended up damaging a few tiles. I've had to remove the gutter as well, just to avoid completely damaging that. Now, in this case, it's not the end of the world. We're replacing tiles anyway as part of the removal of the chimney, but still it's not ideal. And to be honest, I don't like the sound it makes either. Hearing those bricks clattering down across the roof just doesn't sit right, and it's definitely something that needs improving. Another thing to deal with on this chimney was the old TV Ariel, but thankfully it's no longer in use. So it's just a case of getting the grinder out, cutting through the steel cable that wrapped around the chimney and freeing it off. Once that's done, I can carefully lower the Ariel down onto the tiles rather than just dropping it. From there, I strip off any remaining cables, break it down into manageable pieces and then lower it safely to the ground. And yeah, this one definitely isn't one for the chute. Are you ready for some more, Tomek?
Yeah, let's go. Now I got them collected. you just go in on the slides a bit, it'll be easier, no?
Now the issues with the bricks hitting the tiles at the eaves was really starting to grate on me, so I decided to change tact. Instead of dropping them straight from the chimney, I started loading the bricks into the basket, roughly 10 or 15 at a time, just to stay within the safe working load of the machine. If you overload the machine, you're not going anywhere as it will lock you out. Once I had a batch in the basket, I could then boom up, clear the eaves properly and drop them straight down the chute from a better position. Now it's not quite as quick as grabbing a brick and throwing it straight into the chute, but sometimes you've just got to adapt to the job in front of you. I think if the chimney was right on the edge of the building, the chute would work perfectly as intended, but because this one is set further back on the roof, it means a bit more movement and a slightly different approach. That said, once we started loading the basket and dropping them from above the eaves, it actually worked really well, and going forward, that's definitely how I'd tackle this kind of setup again. This is where we're at currently. The chimney is down and I've stripped out all the flashings and the soakers. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove all of these half size tiles and, well, irregular tiles on the right hand side. I am then going to put a batten up this rafter here so that I can get my new battens flush with the top of the existing battens. I am not going to put any membrane in this because this roof doesn't have any membrane, so it is utterly pointless. This chimney is being taken out all the way down to the bottom as well, so I don't feel it needs any ventilation or anything like that. Just simply put the battens across and tile it in, and that is as simple as it gets, really. So I'm going to crack on with that. Here we go. Now it's just a case of running these tiles in. My battery has run out on the GoPro, typical, just as I was going to the end. It seems like every single row needs a couple of cuts in it as well, because they just don't work out, which is typical. There we are, there's the forlorn GoPro. Useless because it's not got any batteries. And here's the hole and what's left of it. And I'm having to cut every single bloody row, which is typical, but I'm almost done. There you go. Nobody would ever know. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little demonstration of how to remove a chimney. If you've got anything to say, leave it in the comments. If you've liked it, give it a thumbs up. And for more cherry picker and roofing content, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next job.